Hey guys, welcome in. My name is Mara Riopel and I'm here to help you build wealth in your network marketing business by doing it a different way, which is the new network marketing, right? So today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that might resonate with you, which is why is it so easy for us to go spend money on coaching or courses or more education when it comes to our businesses. But then whenever it comes to like Facebook ads, for example, we freeze up and we freak out and we're like, no way, I'm not wasting money on that crap, right? This is something that I had come up for myself recently, and my coach was like, listen, that's a thought that you're choosing to think, and here's where it comes from. Most of us know that by going into a coaching program or a new course or something like that, we're learning, so we feel like we're in forward motion. So this all has to do with a feeling that this stuff is creating for us. So we have to change the thought around that feeling for the actions and the result to change. So basically, you are guaranteed to feel good about having a coaching session with somebody who is taking, you're spending money, you're investing in your business, you're investing in yourself, and they are going to help you get through some mindset blocks, let's say, for example. You are absolutely guaranteed to feel better after that session. So that to you is always going to be worth the money because you feel like that's probably removing a lot of the roadblocks that are in your way from doing what you need to do in your business, right? I think we've all been there before. So we get into this mode and this cycle where it's like, learn more. I just need to learn one more thing. And for a lot of us, we are putting this all together as we go, right? Most of us are on this journey where we're figuring out how to do this a different way. Most of us don't have uplines that have done it this way, so it's very difficult because we don't have that roadmap, that blueprint to follow. And so we have to go and learn each step of this stuff by ourselves. So whether that's getting your website up and running, what to write on your homepage, your about page, your product page, your whatever. Then you're trying to figure out, okay, well then how do I run a funnel and what's involved in email marketing and then what's involved in, a personal brand and what's involved in content and social media strategy and all these different things, right? So we're going out and we're spending money learning all this stuff. But at a certain point, we have to execute. The biggest difference that I see, and I've watched all of these big time people who are on social media, the biggest difference I see between somebody that's making $50 a month versus somebody that's making $50,000 a month is the fact that they're executing. They go, they learn, and then they implement. And I'm not saying that I'm not in the exact same boat. If you're in that boat where you're kind of paralyzed in a learning phase right now, I've definitely been there, and I feel like I've just pulled myself out of it. But at the end of the day, you cannot learn your way into making money in this business. You have to implement, you have to take action, and you have to execute. So let's get back to the part where you freeze up when it comes to spending money on Facebook ads. If you think, yep, coaching, I'm gonna feel great. Facebook ads, they may or may not work. I'm kind of throwing money away. If that's the thought that you're choosing to think, then Facebook ads feel very risky and it feels like a waste of money, right? So then the action that will come out of that is that you won't do it, or you'll only run them for a couple days and then they don't work, so then you pull the ad again, right? So you don't wanna waste too much money. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're trying to build online and you want more speed, you need to start paying to play. That's just how it is. You can absolutely build this whole business organically if you want to, but it takes more time and it takes more of your effort. So if you want to go out into different Facebook groups and be posting all the time in other people's Facebook groups to try to pull leads towards your business, that's totally fine. But some of us want to go and pay for Facebook to go and find those people that we say that we want to target and put our stuff in front of them, and then if they're interested, they say yes, and then it brings it back into our network. And so it's all the same result, but in the end, it just depends whether you want to be putting more of your time or more of your money into it. So the other part though is that the feeling that you get from the Facebook ads being risky, we have to change that thought into this is an investment in my business. So if you've taken, I think I've probably taken like 3 or 4 Facebook courses by now from gurus. Like I know enough to make my way around Ads Manager and teach it to other people. That's how much I know about it already. So, but the difference is that for the longest time, I just kept learning more, and I never really implemented. Or like I said before, I would implement and then pull my ad a couple days later, or implement and then after like a week of spending $5 a day or something, I would be like, this isn't working. But at the end of the day, guys, a funnel is not different, or an ad funnel is not any different than anything else in your business. You need to put it in place and give it some time to see if it's working or not. And then if it's not working, you don't scrap the whole idea, because Facebook ads do work. There's a lot of people making a lot of money in the world off of Facebook ads, but they didn't start and have that thing start converting on day one. They had to implement their ads. Then they had to tweak. Then they had to find out, where are people falling off in my funnel? Maybe my messaging is not attracting the right person. Like, there's all these different layers to it. But if you're thinking about it as a waste of money, or it doesn't work for you, then you're never going to be able to give it a chance that it needs to be able to work for you. So we need to start looking at Facebook ads and things like that as an investment in our business instead of a risk. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So again, it's like, you know that you're going to get that endorphin hit from a coaching session with somebody else that's going to pump you up and inspire you. You know, there's no risk there. You know that's going to make you happy. You know that's going to hit the part of your brain that makes you feel great. So that's why it's easy to go spend that money. But then, so for example, last year, I spent over $20,000 on a year-long mastermind coaching program. And then this year, I found myself being freaked out about spending $800 on Facebook ads. And that's when my coach was like, just a second here. This is a different coach, mind you, but still, she's like, you're literally looking at this like a risk when this is actually giving you a chance to pull in the audience that you want to get in front of your stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So I spent 20 grand learning about all kinds of different systems and all kinds of different things that I really needed to know for my business. And I don't think that everybody has to do that. I think there's lots of people you can learn from, especially in network marketing. If you find an upline, or if you find somebody else who's actually already done all that work and spent all that money, leverage their knowledge, right? That's why you guys are probably here, because you want to know what I've learned. And I'm passing it on to you. And that's how the whole system works. But like, at the end of the day, you don't need to spend 20 grand to get your information. But just what I'm saying is, when you do need to learn a lot of the stuff, the step-by-step stuff, if you're trying to bootstrap your way into building a network marketing business online. That's inevitable, but you have to implement. And so if you're trying to grow faster online, then you're gonna pay to play. That's just the reality of it. But what I'm saying is, pick a strategy and don't give up on it instantly. So whether you're running your ads to a webinar funnel and all you're doing is capturing leads and nobody's converting, but what happens if those people, I followed my current upline. I just switched companies. I told you guys about that recently. I just switched companies a month and a half ago, and I had been following her for over 2 years before I made the shift to her team, because I knew that she would be such a good coach and mentor for me. And so it was a business decision. So just what I'm saying is, don't feel like everybody goes online and thinks, oh my God, I didn't make $1 in a day. And it's like, well, at the end of the day, this is a slower way to build a business. You can build a lot bigger because you're able to scale up in the long run. But in the short term, this is a long-term thing that you're not going to see automatic results on. It's very few people that start making really good money building a network marketing business online in the beginning. You have to be patient. You have to put your stuff in place. You have to consistently show up. If I told you that you had to show up consistently for an entire year before you made $1, would you be willing to do it? Like, ask yourself that. Because if you think that you're going to show up for 15 days or something like that and have the whole world falling at your feet, that's not the reality of online marketing or online business. So it's no different in network marketing. So hopefully that was helpful. Make sure when you're thinking about, if you're at the stage where you're looking to invest in Facebook ads, just make sure you're thinking the right thoughts about it. This is an investment. I need a strategy. I need to start tweaking my funnel. I need to do these things, but I need to remember that spending the money to get in front of the right people that I'm choosing to target through Facebook is an investment in my business that gives me a chance to build my network faster, instead of considering it just a risk and a waste of money. Don't forget, you get to choose which thought that you respond to out of those two. So as always, guys, if you need help or you want to brainstorm ideas, reach out to me on social. I'm happy to help. Cheers. Have a great day.